So, to drive, easy car, impersonal car. Like, did I enjoy driving?
So not a driver's car in
No.
terms of engagement and involvement.
Is it neat? Yeah, it's neat. It's fairly effortless with the petrol, turbo petrol, and the automatic. I drove it even with the manual. The clutch was reasonably light. The engine, the reason I drove the manual was because we've not driven this engine with the manual
At all.
since the facelift retune. So this was the first time. We've only driven it with the IMT, if at all, if not the DCD, right? And it was a good way to test the low end grunt of this engine. And yeah, as we've experienced with the DCT, smooth, easy to drive at low revs.
This automatic is the DCD.
Yes. So the turbo petrol comes with a dual clutch automatic, the 7-speed. The diesel comes with a 6-speed torque converter.
Got it.
Right. So the turbo petrol on the Sonnet, we've driven with the dual clutch or with the IMT.
Right.
Right. The IMT sadly is not available with the Syros
At all.
at all.
Why?
So Kia is saying that the customers don't want it. Customers just don't.
So okay, I have a question here. If it's the intelligent manual transmission and your customers don't want it, what does that say about your customers' intelligence?
So the perception plays such a big part, na? And this is.
But the IMT is a good system, if I remember correctly.
Very good. And in fact, that's been the one that we've been recommending. I've recommended to my friends to go for that over if they, some people are a little hesitant about going for a dual clutch. And I said, this is a good solution. And especially with the retuned engine and with the IMTs, they've become better. So now it's a great solution, right?
But for some reason on the Syros, they're anticipating this will not be something.
They're saying generally the trend is going downward for IMTs.
So you just might as well have a full-on automatic.
So like Hyundai used to often offer the IMT as well. Hyundai stopped offering the IMT on a lot of their models now. Like I think the Venue still has it, but they don't have it on the Seltos at all, Creta at all.
Okay.
Whereas Kia has it on the Seltos.
Still.
Yeah. So it's a perception thing. So people look at it as a little down market or hey, what is this technology? Is it really good? So there are those kind of doubts. But actually, it's a great solution. If you haven't driven one, you don't have to buy one. Drive it and see so that you're at least aware of the options available.
Okay, fair enough.
Right? In the other cars where it's available. So we drove both the turbo petrol with the automatic and with the manual. Friendly engine, easy to drive engine. Like I said, not really involving, effective.
But for an MPV, this is okay.
Yeah. And again, on those winding roads of Leopard Trail, what surprised me was that it felt reasonably neat also through the corners. For this tall car, it was fine. It was better than I expected. It's road holding and all, better than I expected. So that was good. And on that note, ground clearance is 190 mm.
Oh, okay.
So the Sonnet is 200 something. So it's a little lesser. Wheelbase is also longer, so keep that in mind. So that will impact performance, but by and large, it was okay over those bumps and all of that.
Got it.
The diesel felt, of course, a little bit even easier to drive because of the additional grunt, because the suspension tune felt better. Again, neither of them felt enthusiastic. The diesels anyways, we keep feeling that they're getting a little bit duller and duller as they have to meet with emission norms and stuff like that.
Sure.
So that toned down, and for this smaller car, I understand. Yeah, so that was the Syros by and large. This, in terms of equipment, the one change was it got the Harman Kardon sound system, which is good because usually they have Bose. This one has a Harman Kardon system. It was good, again, enjoyable, but
average or just above average.
Better than average for sure, but not that wow of the Sonnet's Bose system or the Verna's Bose system. So good that way. I think suspension tune, even on the highway, you could feel it to be a little floaty at times. There was just inconsistency on that front, right? There's a little bit of firmness here, but a little bit of floatiness there. Sound insulation could and should have been a little bit better as well for a car of this kind to really nail that experience of being a family, chill travel machine. I think it could have done that. And that's the thing. I keep coming back to, I've missed the Jazz. This could have been a new generation Jazz experience where it's focused on family, it's focused on practicality, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
But it just does end up feeling, because of the height of it, because of the a like really incredible roominess, it ends up feeling a little impersonal. And in that sense, you can draw that line to the Wagoner. When you sit in the front of the Wagoner, you know how it just feels like, yeah, okay. Like, and I respect the Wagoner. I really
Yeah, it really is a
respect the
good car.
Wagoner.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't feel emotionally connected to it. You respect it, but you don't feel emotionally connected to it. So there is that sense when I'm driving it that it's for a greater purpose, and that's my family in the back. And that's why I'm choosing this vehicle.
Got it.
Right? Whereas the Jazz, with its slightly sleeker form, still felt more personal. The Yeti, with its slightly closer proportions, again was more connected in the way it drove. So those kind of expectations, maybe unrealistic or thoughts that remain, are unfulfilled.
I can see that you understand what this car is about, but you're not super kicked about what it has turned out to be.
It could have still been a car worth recommending to people if it had got its suspension right, at the very least. Right? Because I cannot go on saying that, okay, try this engine with that gearbox, with that variant, because it has the 16-inch wheels versus the 17-inch wheels.
So in
and
that
the
sense, they got the name right.
What?
Think about it. If this was the Sai Joey, it would be a more personal car. And then because it didn't feel like it, you'd
Sai
feel like...
Joey?
Yeah, but it's Sai Ross. Ross was not always that personal a character. It's fine.
Sai Joey.
Right? If it was Sai Joey, friends, it's personal. You feel for that guy, right? But Sai Ross... Who out there is a Ross fan? No one. Right? Right?
Yeah, so yeah, this one is, hey, wait and watch. Let's look at what Kia does with their updates.
This clip is actually from a much longer video which is on our main channel, which is called MotorInc. Why don't you visit us there? This idea in more detail over there with my great friend Kartikeya. You like him, right?